What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Solar Light and Lunar Dark. I'm MunchingOrange and today I've got a special guest here with me, so why don't you go ahead and say hello? That's right everybody, it's Perry the Platypus. Give him a big old round of applause. He's not actually here though, it's just a plushie. I'm sorry, I've deceived you all. You thought that I had the actual Perry the Platypus here, but after all, he is just a platypus. They don't do much. So in the last episode, we took down the third gym here in the Rikoto region, Electra's electrifying electric gym, and we also made it on to the next route here, Route 4, I believe. And you may notice I have actually done a little bit. I'm like halfway through the route right now, but I will show that off in just a little bit. I wanted to do the intro to the video first before we get to that. It'll be like a little bit of a recap, I guess. Not really though, I'll just play the clip from the last episode, because the last episode went on for a little bit too long. And so I ended up cutting it out. But either way, we're going to be making our way to the next city and maybe even catching a new team member today and possibly getting an evolution. So lots of exciting stuff going on. If you guys are excited for it, make sure to leave a like. And let's go to the fan art spotlight before I move on to that little recap. So today I want to focus on one of the more unsung heroes of this playthrough, but not really though. It's Monkey. He's been a very important part of the team, but I feel like he hasn't gotten as much recognition as some of our other team members. And so today, Monkey gets his own fan art spotlight. There's not really a lot of art of him. I feel like, I guess Monkey is a little bit like Hamstar, except not really. Hamstar has become a hero of the fan arts, even though he's not really a part of the team. And Monkey's the opposite of that. He's been a very valuable part of the team, but hasn't been as much fan art, I guess. The ones of the team, he's always there, but solo stuff, not so much. But yeah, Monkey. Let's check out Monkey, because he's at level 23 right now. He is a traded Pokemon, so he gets experience a little bit faster than the other ones. But he's definitely been pretty dang good. Wait, he's got Naughty Nature? I thought Naughty boosted special attack, not attack. That's not that great of a nature now that I think about it. Man, my Pokemon never have like that great of natures. But today's episode is going to be pretty good. Like I said, someone might evolve, and that is Pixie here. I'm pretty excited about that. We also still have Platyplat on the team. But before we move on to whatever it is that is coming up on this route. Ooh, hope I don't run into. Okay. You know what? How about we don't fight a wild Pokemon, and instead we take on this beautiful couple here. Let me show my talent to my beautiful girlfriend. I don't know if he said that. It went away too fast, but we got a nice couple here. Brooklyn and Paris. Look at that. Two cities that... Wait, never mind. I was going to say two cities I've never been to, but I used to live in Brooklyn, so I guess that doesn't really make much sense. But this is the little flashback, I guess we'll call it, that I did at the very end of the last episode that didn't end up making it into the episode. We had a double battle against these two, and then we had a battle against some clown. I don't mean that as in like offensive, like what a clown. No, I literally mean he's literally a clown. So we'll see that in just a little bit. But as far as this little couple here goes, they got one new Pokemon in Puppool, and I think I ended up running into a Puppool and catching it. It's just a water type. It looks like a Snubbull. It's got the cry of an angel, and it's overall pretty weird, but it is a pure water type. So I thought about using it because right now we've got Platyplat on the team, but like I've been saying, not sure if I want to use Platyplat just yet because it's ground type. I have money and a girlfriend. I don't care about battles. Okay. That sounds about right. Money and a girlfriend. What else could you want in the world, right? Except maybe quite a lot of things. I feel like you might need a little bit more than just that, man, because I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I don't have both of those, so I wouldn't really know, man. Maybe one day, though. Maybe one day I'll find the right girl. And she won't be a Harley Quinn. Harlequin. Hey, this guy's a Harlequin. I was gonna say she won't be a clown. She won't be clowning around. But then it turns out this guy's name is Harlequin, and it just reminded me of Harley Quinn in the new Suicide Squad trailer because she is looking good in that. Oh my dude. If I could find a girl like Harley Quinn, I mean, I would probably never actually feel like it was an equal kind of relationship though, because dude, that girl is pretty good looking. What am I talking about right now, dude? I feel like this is something I never talk about, but maybe today is the episode. Probably not, though. But I've realized that there's a lot of flying types in this little route here. Even the wild Pokemon, there's a lot of flying types. So today might just be Terrace's episode to shine. How would you say that? Terrace's or Terrace episode to shine? Because there's a lot of flying types going in and around this route, so we could definitely make some good use of him. Anyway, we're back up here, and I realized that there's a lot of cut trees, so what I did to wrap up is basically teach cut to Platyplat, who we were just kind of talking about. So we're gonna do that and cut down some trees and get ourselves some items. And when we come back to the present time, we're currently still in flashback mode, by the way, but when we come back to the present time, there's a lot more cut trees that we can check out, so I didn't want to cut them earlier, because I guess I didn't show that we actually have cut, but we do, so we're going to cut that down, and right at the end of this passage, we're going to find a love ball and a max ether. And that's it. And now we find ourselves here. The love ball was literally right there, so if you have cut, you know, just cut down that tree or go around like I did. It doesn't matter, because over here we got some little dudes blocking the way. We're playing the trading card game. Don't interrupt us. Ooh, you playing some Yu-Gi-Oh? Some children's card games? I love those. Maybe you should play them on motorcycles, though. Might be a little bit more exciting, you know, for the viewing audience at least. For yourselves, a little bit dangerous. You might die. Man, I always thought that. Have you guys watched Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds? Because, okay, I don't think it's that bad. Like, I don't think it's a bad show or anime or whatever. The point is, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, man. See, I've always liked Yu-Gi-Oh, so I didn't think it was bad. But the whole idea of playing Yu-Gi-Oh on motorcycles, like, okay, I get that it's like, oh my gosh, my motorcycles are going fast, it's cool, kids will love it. But how could you ever do that? What is this? Spony? What is going on, Spony? You look like, oh, he's even got the little mark on his butt that the My Little Ponies have. I don't know what it's called because I've never watched it, but I know that they have that because I watched this documentary on Netflix about it, about the voice actress of like the main character or something. It was about bronies. It was a pretty interesting documentary. Maybe you should check it out. Also, I've realized I've gone complete scatterbrain mode today, so that is today's episode. We're back to being scatterbrain. First, I was talking about money and girlfriends, then we were talking about, I don't even know anymore. See, I've got the worst short-term memory, and now we're talking about the fact that we were talking about stuff. Anyway, let's, let me focus on one thing before I move on to another, but what was I even going on about, man? How did I forget? Oh, okay, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, right? So they're playing Yu-Gi-Oh while on motorcycles. How could you ever, like, focus, like, split your focus like that? I've heard of multitasking, but that sounds really, really dangerous. I don't think you can play Yu-Gi-Oh while driving a motorcycle. Then again, you know, children's TV show. Things don't really make much sense. The Pokemon world in general doesn't make much sense, and that's also an anime. You know what? How about we just cut it down to anime in general? Does not really make much sense. It makes a lot of sense, though, if you think about it in a fantasy world. Anyway, I guess this is the exit to Route 4, or at least the only exit that we can take right now, because the other one is blocked by children's card games. I don't know when they're gonna finish off their little game, but I hope that eventually they do. But it looks like for now we can only head up north, and I can only hope that we make it to another city this way, because I don't know, I feel like, wait, maybe the path finally splits, because so far it feels like we've been running down a hallway in this region, and by that I mean like it's been a fairly straight path. Like, there haven't been any real branches in the road or anything like that, so hopefully soon, or this means that there's finally like a branch in the road and there's multiple paths we can take, because I really like that in Pokemon games, like when there's a lot of like different paths that you can take, I guess, to get to the same place. Like, I think, what am I thinking of? In Fuchsia City in Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, or I guess even in the originals, you could either take like the cycling road, or you could go all the way down that like fishing route. So yeah, I really like that, because it's like you have multiple ways you can get to your destination. But I think this is a new Pokemon here, not one that we've run into yet, so maybe we can try and catch it. It looks like, oh gosh, it almost killed us there. Do we even have any Pokeballs? We actually have a lot of Pokeballs, including that love ball that we got at the end of the last one, or, well, I guess earlier in this episode, even though it was recorded at the end of the last episode, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. This looks like a pretty generic, normal flying birdie. We've got a lot of birdies so far, or lately, and yeah, normal flying type. They're really selfish. They wouldn't give anything to anyone, even if their trainer needed. Jeez. Why would you ever want this then? I don't want this. Put it in the PC. To put it in there and never pull it out, because I don't want a selfish Pokemon. You gotta be selfless, guys. You gotta know that sometimes the needs of others are more important than the needs of yourself, you know. Anyway, we got another rare candy there, but I also want to heal up Pixie because she kind of got beat up in that last battle. So should we use this rare candy right now? I don't think we should. We should just probably save it. I had a lot of rare candy. I think we would have 4 now if I'd actually saved them up till now, but I ended up accidentally using most of them on Terrace while I was doing that off-screen training, and hey, guess what? We're actually at the cycling path, and in the last episode, we got ourselves a bike, so check it out. We can actually use our bicycle here. I don't know if we have a town map because I wanted to check if there is a split in the road or not. Looks like we don't have a town map, so next time we hit up a Pokemon Center, we should check out the map real quick and see how the map of this region even looks, because I don't think I've ever looked at it. Whoa, I don't think you should be able to see that black line over there on the left. It looks like a little bit of a bug in the game, but that's okay. It's actually something I haven't noticed, or well, I haven't really brought up, but these Pokemon fan games I've been playing lately, like, they have a lot less bugs, I guess, than ROM hacks do, because I feel like in ROM hacks when I play them, I end up noticing a lot of little bugs like that, like where your character will clip through something, or you'll see something you're not supposed to be able to see. But in these fan games, like RPG Maker games, those are a lot less prominent, I feel like. There's not as many bugs for sure. But I guess it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense because I've never had any experience with making a game like these, like with RPG Maker. So basically I'm talking about, I don't know if you guys know, but yeah, there's a pretty big difference. Pokemon Zeta, Omicron, Insurgence, Uranium, and this game, they're not like the other ROM hacks that I played, like Pokemon Sweet, Shiny, Gold. I mean, I played a lot of them. Light Platinum, Glazed, all of those games. They use like a base game, and they're hacked, basically. I don't know why I'm explaining this right now. We'll talk about it in a second, because we got Rodney, our rival, up here. Hello, Orange. We're on the way to... I couldn't read that. I accidentally pushed the button. How many Pokemon do you have now? Can I see them? Please? A battle. Come on. Yes, let's do it. Oh, gosh, Rodney. Why would you battle me now when I'm on an empty stomach? Except that I'm always on an empty stomach, so... I guess no matter when you battle me, I'll always be hungry, but... We've got 6 Pokemon, though really we're only using 4 of them. It looks like Rodney's also got 4, so a pretty even battle coming up. He's going to start off with Ryzid, and if I remember right, this is a ground and electric type, so pretty cool type combination. Unfortunately, we've got Dazzling Gleam on our side now, so no matter how strong your little dinosaurs might be, Rodney, they will go down to the power of my Fever. I always forget that ground resists poison. I just feel like that's a really weird... That is a pretty weird, like, type advantage. Poison is not good against ground. I don't know. But it looks like he's got Bud Chirp, the evolution of Bud Sheep, and it's all yellow now, so I can't even tell if this is a boy or girl one, but I just looked over and saw it's the boy one, so I guess the boy Bud Sheep goes from being blue to being yellow and green. So I can't wait to see what the last evolution of this Pokemon might be, because it looks like they're just getting super duper colorful. Wait, did he lower our special attack or something? Are we gonna die from this wing attack? No, we're good. We're good. One more charge beam should take it out. That was weird how it did. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know if we got a critical there or if our attack was lowered or something. But I know charge beam usually raises attacks, so I don't know if that would make sense. But it looks like Rodney has got a Moonkey of his own. So we're gonna pit Moonkey against Moonkey. Who will come out on top? Which Moonkey is the moonkiest of them all? Of them all, Al? I'm saying words weird today. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna come out on top because we've got Dark Matter on our side. Rodney sees that, and so he's gonna bring out his Salanip. There's a critical hit. Jeez, that actually really hurt him there. And you're half poison type, so this Psybeam is gonna hurt even more. Moonkey showing off his skills right now, showing off his real strength. But you know what? I kind of want someone else to take this out. And I guess it doesn't matter if Pixie does it, because Pixie is already level 23, and I think that's the level that she evolves at. So we might just see an evolution come out of this battle with Rodney here. That'll be pretty good. Let's see if we do or don't. This is the end. I know. But Rodney, if you were really me, which I think you still are me, you would know that in the end, it doesn't even matter, buddy. Cause Pixie's gonna evolve. Oh, yes. I've been waiting for this for a pretty long time. A lot of people have sent me fan art of Pixie's evolution, and I've yet to been able to show it off. I can't talk today. I have yet been able to show it off. Is that even how you say that? It doesn't matter, dude. Now we can show it off because we have got Pixelily. Except I'm gonna wait till the next episode, but you know. Wow, Orange, that was intense, but I'll get you next time. I'll heal your Pokemon. Thank you, thank you. Love that. Love that we don't have to go to the Pokemon Center because I actually kind of wanted to go there so we could check out the map, but it's okay. I'm gonna go to Brush's Town and get some more experience. I'll catch you around, Orange. So Brush's Town looks like is the next place. Oh, I've just realized this is the entrance to the cycling road. So we could avoid the cycling road by the looks of things if we wanted to. I'm not sure if we can like completely skip over it, but it looks like there's a path less traveled by that we could take. And hey, it's a wild Pruddy. I think we already have a Pruddy, but the one, well, I know we have a Pruddy, but I think the one that we got was from trading, so we didn't exactly get, like, catch a Pruddy ourselves. We traded for it, I think. Isn't this the best job? Raising Pokemon from the ground is the best as you can help them get stronger than others. Raising them from the ground? Like, is he gonna have all seed-like Pokemon? Or he's just got a Puppool and that's it? Okay. I thought that he meant that, like, he's some kind of evil genius mastermind that only raises grass Pokemon that he grows himself. Like he's got one of his own hydroponic gardens, you know, and he grows himself some Lavenseas in there, some Sunkerns. I don't know what some other seed Pokemon are, but there's another one. Elexseed, I think was it called. It's in this patch of grass. We literally ran into it earlier, but I think right now Pixelily's got the EXP share, so we're gonna take that away and keep on training up Terrace because there's a lot of grass and electric, or grass and flying types around, so both things that Terrace can make pretty quick work of, so we'll see how that goes for us. Got another Pokemon breeder though, this time it's Jessica, and these are literally the two Pokemon that we battled at the beginning that the couple had. It's really weird, Pruddy and Puppool, that's all that people seem to have around here, just puppies and puppies and puppies. So maybe the cycling road doubles as like a dog park, is that what they're called, a dog park? See, I had a dog once, but I never really got to take it out or anything very often because he was kind of I don't want to say a bad doggy, but he was definitely a bad doggy. He kind of ate my grandma's cat, and I think I've shared that story before, but if you've never heard of it or heard the story before, it might sound kind of weird, you know? He ate my grandma's cat, but it actually happened. And also we got a Sunstone there, so I feel like we're getting closer to that Moonstone. Once we get a Moonstone, we can evolve Moonkey. Moonkey evolves by Moonstone. So yeah, once we get one of those, can definitely try to evolve a Moonkey. Where the heck are my potions? I found them. But okay, so I had a dog back in Puerto Rico before I moved to Miami. So let's say like 4 years ago or something now. Or I guess, yeah, about 4 years ago was when I got him. So about 4 years ago, I got this dog and we found him he was in a doghouse, but the doghouse was like in the middle of the forest. So it was by where my uncle lived. There was like a forest behind his house and there was, I guess someone abandoned them. It was my dog and then his sister and the mom. So 3 dogs all together. Whoa, looks like we ran into a Spony of our own. And I'm actually pretty curious to read the description for this Pokemon because I want to know if it's got some friendship is magic references thrown in there. And it looks like Terrace knows that, so we left it at exactly the amount of HP that we've gone it at. So thanks for that, Terrace. But anyway, we decided to take in the dogs, and you know, my mom, my grandma, my grandpa, none of them wanted me to actually get the dog because they knew that I wouldn't take care of it because I was just a kid and I wanted a puppy. And you know, puppies are cute, but when they grow up, it's not quite the same thing. But they're known by people as plant whisperers because of their amazing ability to make plants and flowers grow great. That's amazing. So it's a grass Keldeo. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, we rescue the dogs, both him and the sister, I guess. Would you call them that? Brother and sister, even if they're dogs? Siblings? I don't know, but basically it was the mom and she had 2 puppies and one was a boy, one was a girl. The girl one ended up going to my sister, but I think it died at some point and they told my sister, you know, the usual excuse like, oh, you know, it was sick and so we gave it away or something. I don't know what they actually said. Oh gosh, we need a bike. Okay, let's get on our bike while I continue this story because trust me, it's gonna go somewhere. Right now, it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere, but it's gonna go somewhere. Eventually the dog will eat my grandma's cat and it'll all be worth it. So either way, so basically we ended up taking care of my dog whose name was Gordo. I guess we'll just talk to him as Gordo from now on. So Gordo and his mom, who I don't remember what the mom's name was, but my mom took care of the mom dog. It kind of made sense, you know, it was my mom, me and my sister, and that was literally how the dogs went. So that's why I think they were convinced. They were like, oh look, it's our family except in dog form. Let's take care of them. Except my sister didn't die. The little doggy sister died, so a little bit different there. Either way, the dog was good as a puppy, it was fine, but for some reason later on when it grew up, it got really big. Like, I don't know what breed of dog it was, but it literally became like half my size. It was a really big dog, and eventually it couldn't stay inside anymore, so me and my grandpa built like this whole, like, it wasn't really a cage, but it was like a big cage, like where they had enough space to run around. Like, they were fenced in, but it wasn't like he didn't have space to run around in. Like, it was actually a really big cage if you think about it. But either way, in there, sometimes lizards would get in the cage, and I'm not talking about like tiny little lizards. I'm talking about like big Puerto Rican lizards. Like, if you're Puerto Rican, I'm talking about lagartos here, man. Like gallina de palo, you know what I'm saying, dude? So they were big, and somehow Gordo would hunt them down. Even though they were these huge lizards, probably like half his size, he would hunt them down. Oh, I forgot you're an electric type. I thought you were a grass type, but... Alright, so we're gonna switch out, you know what? We haven't used Pixelily yet. Pixelily, our newest team member here, haven't even used it. It just evolved in this episode, and I don't know, I kind of forgot about it for a little bit, so... Let's see how powerful our Dazzling Gleam is now that Pixelily has evolved into the power of How I Met Your Mother. If you get what I'm saying right now. I haven't even seen that show and I know what I'm saying, so... Oh, wow. 1 HP there, survival. Come on, Humzing. I'm just trying to move on and keep talking about my dog. And anyway, so I guess he got accustomed to hunting down these lizards, and he wouldn't really eat them or anything, but I don't know, the craziest one that I saw, because basically every time he would go and hunt down one of these lizards, I would have to pick up the dead lizard's body and like throw it out, and I don't know, it was really gross, okay? One of them was decapitated. Let's just, yeah, it was not a good time. It was pretty gross, to be honest. So either way, it got out of hand. I think eventually, like when I moved out, my grandma gave it away because she just couldn't deal with it anymore. It literally became like this crazy dog. Sometimes he would break out of the cage too, and like the first thing he would think to do was literally knock over all the trash bins and just spill the trash all over the place. And basically, he was not a good doggy. And one time, my grandma had a cat. Well, it's not like one time. My grandma had a cat for like years and years, and nothing would ever happen. Like, they grew up together, the dog and the cat. But I guess when we sent him outside, like, he wasn't allowed to live indoors anymore. I don't know if he like forgot that was our cat or what the heck happened, but he just attacked my grandma's poor cat when the cat was walking by the cage and killed it. So pretty sad stuff. It wasn't like it tore it apart or anything like that decapitated lizard, but it still bit it. And the cat was like petrified, and I had to bury it, and I didn't tell my grandma for like a week. So one day she was like, oh, where'd my cat go? And well, it was a sad time, let's just say that. Bad dog is a bad dog. I don't know how I started telling this story, but we've made it to the next town, so there you go. That's the story of Gordo, the psychopath dog who ate my grandma's cat, and also a bunch of big lizards. Hello there, welcome to Brush's Town. Are you a trainer? Okay, well, we don't have a Pokemon Center in this town, but if you go to the daycare center, they'll be happy to look out after your Pokemon. It's a big building at the end of this road. Have a look. So the only reason why I wanted to get to a town was to go to the Pokemon Center and check out the map of the region. Guess what? The one town that doesn't have a Pokemon Center. It's also the birthplace of everything. I don't know what everything is, but this is the birthplace of it. Brush's Town has lots of baby Pokemon. It's because of the daycare center. Great. I wonder if there's actually like baby Pokemon. I don't know. I don't know what if she means like baby Pokemon, like Magby, what is it? Elekid, Smoochum, Tyrogue, those kinds of things. Wait, Tyrogue's not really a baby Pokemon, is it? I don't know. Did you ever had a Pokemon egg? There are eggs that hatch faster than others. Yep, that's right. This girl hatched the Bushu. That's a pretty cute Pokemon. So let's check out the rest of this town. I'm gonna assume that even though there's not a Pokemon Center, there's probably some kind of crazy side quest going on here, like the Pokemon anime. You know, they go to so many little towns that you think don't really have much to them, and yet somehow there's always something interesting going on as they walk by that town. There are some nice healing items. They are cheaper than potions, but the problem is that they reduce the friendship of your Pokemon. Well, I don't think that's that big a deal because we have Like, we don't have any Pokemon using return or anything, but maybe one day we'll find return and then it'll be a big deal, but I never really like to use those items anyway. Even though they are cheaper than potions. Gosh, what is wrong with my voice, dude? It's like dying right now. Hey, there's a bench! This reminds me of good old Pokemon X and Y. I really hope that they bring that back in like future Pokemon games. They gotta bring back the benches. They were really cool. I'm the daycare man. I help take care of the precious Pokemon of trainers. Oh, well, I thought that we were gonna go leave it with him, but we gotta go talk to his wife, Mrs. Wife, you know? If you go to the daycare center, they might give you a special gift. What? There's a special gift? I gotta go to the Pokemon daycare center now. It's hard work raising Pokemon. You should take this. Hey, Soothbell, that's not too bad. I think it, yeah, helps boost friendship. It's possible to get an egg if you give 2 Pokemon to the daycare. Well, you know what? How about we try and do that? Even though I don't know what any baby Pokemon are. Oh boy. Well, here's the special prize. You again. This is the only place where you can heal your Pokemon. The lady over there will do it for you. And that old lady there will give you a Pokemon egg if you want one. I don't. Why have a baby on your team? Having to train it from the bottom is a waste of time. Wow. That's it? I thought we were going to get a battle or something. But it looks like we can get a baby egg from here. So you know what we're going to do? Is we are going to leave one of our... Oh, I see that your Pokemon share a very close bond with your Pokemon. I like this a lot. I know, if you'd like, you can have a Pokemon egg from over there on that shelf. Just go over and choose whichever one you want. I know you'll raise the Pokemon inside the egg well. Ooh, that's really interesting. You know what? How about I leave it up to you guys then? Which of these Pokemon eggs shall we pick out? I don't know what the options are. Maybe it'll tell us what the Pokemon that hatch from it are, but... Okay, I can tell right there, that's a Fibbit egg. That one right there at the bottom. That top left one is probably a Bushu, and one of these is a Pruddy. Either this pink one or that pink one, but I don't know. Let's see if we can even find out. It looks like, yeah, we choose by colors. So let me know which of these Pokemon eggs I should pick out from the batch, and we will tally up the votes, and in the next episode, we will decide which of these eggs we will pick up and maybe even use on the team. So let me know. Green, white, red, orange, blue, gray, brown, pink, purple, white, yellow, white, red, pink, white, black, and white. Which one shall it be? We will find out in the next episode, except that I can't even X out, so whatever. Vote away, and I'll see you all in the next one.